Hello everyone. Today's project consists of fixing that because the battery is dead on it. And so the issue that we have is the kids cannot start it by themselves. So when we flip everything on and start it, it's dead. Now I do have the battery out, but we do have the option of kick-starting it, but the kids can't kick-start it. So I'll show you what it's like to kick-start it. I've got some help today. Now it's nice to have the kickstart on these little kids' four-wheelers because if your battery does die, you still have a way to start it. But if you haven't ran it in a while, it gets a little bit tiring, especially when it sits all winter long. Now we ran this a couple of days ago, the kids did, so it shouldn't be too hard to get it started up, but still, it's a lot of compression for a young child to start. So it will start, but the best way to do it is to get a new battery in it. So you're probably thinking, well, why don't you just charge the old battery? And I'm 2 steps ahead of you because I've tried that numerous times, and we've had this four-wheeler for a couple of years, and really from the beginning, the battery really wasn't that great. I had to charge it every time the kids wanted to ride it because they only wanted to ride it every couple of weeks, and it never failed that they would forget the key on. So this is the old battery, and I have it charging on my trickle charger, and you can see without the glare that the trickle charger is flashing. So I don't know exactly what that means, but it shouldn't be doing that. So I'm assuming the battery is dead. Now, here's the catch. When I went onto the website to buy the original OEM battery, it was about $110. So I went to Menards, and you can buy batteries all over the place online on Amazon and whatnot. And I found an FVP battery that had similar cold crank amps. This one's about 70, it says, and the original one here is 80. So it's similar, but more importantly, the size of this one is the same as this one. So let's unbox it and see what we got. Okay, so again, let's open up this box. FVP, I got it at Menards. I think with the nice little 11% discount at your local Menards, if you're in the Midwest, it was about $45, something like that. So again, I certainly believe that there are some things you should buy OEM parts for. In my opinion, just personal opinion, a battery, you get what you pay for, but this is just a little, again, kids four-wheeler, so not a big deal. Now, this is what they call a dry charged battery. So this is not something that you're just gonna, grab like your car battery and throw it in and throw the strap over and put your positive and negative on and away you go. So we got to do some work on this, which I have not done before, but fortunately there's a nice little owner's manual here, so it shouldn't be that difficult. But again, if you can save yourself $50 or a couple $100 from bringing it in and do it yourself, then it's probably worth it. Okay, so here we go. It says step 1, just remove this sealing sheet here. So we'll pull this off, throw that in the garbage. And you've got your electrolyte for the battery acid. So it says take this plastic off here. You probably want to be a little careful. As you can see, it's full of electrolyte, probably acid. So remove the sealing plugs from the acid. So take the top off here. And it says keep this aside for later use. So set it over here. Now, it says do not puncture. You can see these are still sealed, so don't puncture these. And then it says the procedure for filling this up is to simply take them and put them right on here. So make sure that I can get a good angle at this. Take this, stick it right on there, and let it fill up. So that's what we'll do next. Okay, so I want to show you kind of what that looks like. And again, all these bottles are together. So it says just get it lined up right in here and start pushing down to break the seals on each one. So a couple of them are going here, and you can see bubbles coming up from each one. So each seal's punctured, and sit here and let it fill up for a little while. Okie dokie, so as you can see, all done. No more air bubbles coming out. Tap this a little bit, they're empty, so probably want to be a little bit careful pulling this off. So success, they're empty, place that over there, and the battery's actually a little warm from that acid going in there. So this is the piece that came on top of those little jars. Came on this, it said don't throw that away. So it says put this on the battery one at a time. So we'll stick it on. Kind of get them all started at once. Change the angle here a little bit and throw some gloves on so you can see what we're trying to do here. Just get all of these plugs lined up. Just have some gloves on to make sure that nothing spills and gets all over. Got a fly bombing me here. It's typical here in Minnesota in the fall. Start getting some cooler nights. So, as you can see, that's on there and sealed, and it says do not move that or remove that anytime after it's finished up. So I'm gonna throw my garbage away, and it says let the battery sit for 20 minutes before you use it. So we'll come back after 20 minutes and hook it all up, and hopefully it works. Okay, it's been just about 20 minutes and I still have flies all over me. The one thing that we still need to do is to put these little spacers and screws, little bolts, into the battery terminals, so that way we can hook up the positive and negative on the four-wheeler. So pretty straightforward. Just slide these little pieces in here like so, and take your little screw bolt and just twist those things up. Grab your screwdriver. Again, that's just so you have something to connect your positive and negative wires to the battery terminals themselves. So I'll show you that once we hook up the battery here in just a minute. All right, so here is what we need to be putting the battery in. So you've got your positive wire here. We'll kind of get that out of the way. Your negative, and then the battery strap itself. So we'll get that out of the way. We will grab our old battery here. Probably a good thing, it fits, so it's always a positive. Maybe should have checked that out at the beginning, but I knew after measuring it that it was gonna fit. So slide your strap back on. All right, time to hook up the battery to the wires to the terminals on the new battery. So I've got my black negative here, so take that, unscrew the little screw I showed you how to put on, put that piece right over the battery, and I'll zoom in here in a minute. Stick your little screw back in there, tighten it up. On there good and tight. We'll do the same thing with the positive here. Bring that over, pull your screw out. Try not to lose it. Stick your positive wire right over that. Screw it up nice and tight. All good. Batteries in there tight, connections are good. Plus on plus, minus on minus, probably always a good thing to double check. So let's get the seat on and moment of truth. Okay, so battery's installed. Flip the key on, kill switch is on, hold the brake in, push the button. Oh, I see we have a backup light there that's working, so it's a good sign. Well, that was a pretty easy fix, maybe 30 minutes total, and like I said, 40 bucks. You could do that on any piece of equipment that you want to do it on. If you got a tiller at home, a little walk-behind tiller, a lawnmower, four-wheeler, if you've got a tractor or a nice little bobcat mower, bobcat tractor, anything with a battery, pretty simple, just be careful. So until next time, till the next project, see ya.